Hello, everyone. Welcome to our next book reading and discussion, Baby Mama Drama, where it's not just about the mama, it's so much more. I'm John,
I am Al.
and this is presented to you by Family Drama Network, LLC. You can check us out on these two links. It's www.babymamadrama.com and www.facebook.com/BMDbook. Now, our story today is from theme one. Who cares about the significant other? The story is I'm going to the club and I need a babysitter. So, the baby mama in this situation is always having emergencies, and she keeps dropping off our child at my parents' house unannounced. When my new woman and I make plans ahead of time, sometimes we have to cancel them. It's not always a problem, but the baby mama does not give us any idea when she is coming back. So, Al, what's the deal here?
Well, I think the deal here is, first of all, the parents have become a part of the problem and not the solution. So the parents, meaning the grandparents, they seem to be somewhat enabling here, where they're allowing the baby mama, if you will, to just drop the kid off and interrupt not only the grandparents' schedule, but also the father's schedule. So I think that the baby mama is taking advantage of the fact that um, the baby daddy always keeps the kids and will routinely cancels his plans. So what that's essentially saying is, he's more or less acquiescing to the situation. He's going along with the situation where, every time this happens, he'll go ahead and say, well, I'll just cancel my plans and let me go over and get the kid right now from my parents' house and just move on about my business while the baby mama just gets to, essentially she gets to be able to schedule things on the fly and go out and party and have a good time at the expense of ruining his schedule. And then the last thing is, sometimes there can be disadvantages to being a primary custodial parent. I know some folks are looking at that and saying, what do you mean by that disadvantage? It seems like that would be all of the advantages there from being a primary custodial parent. But in scenarios where you're the primary, the parent with the primary custody, you can
Mhm.
be doing everything by yourself, especially if you have someone on the other side that's not necessarily giving in to what you need to do. So it's almost like you're at it alone when you don't have that backup that you need.
Okay. So, Al, what can you do about this? What can that primary custodial parent do about
Well, the first thing is, each, and this is for each side, not just the baby daddy. Yeah, you have to realize you ultimately can't control the actions on the other side. So you want to definitely avoid a war of wits, if you will, or conflicts where you're not constantly going back and forth trying to force the other side to respect your plans. You need to have a
it? Hmm.
well-defined and very specific schedule that both sides needs to
Hmm.
adhere to. And I'm not just going to pick on the baby mama here, but the more defined that you have a schedule, the better that things can, be made. And of course, either side, specifically the non-custodial parent, can always decide that they don't want to stick with the schedule. So hopefully, in a scenario we have both sides wanting to do that, which that doesn't seem like the nature of this story here, but nevertheless, having a good schedule could help in this situation. Another thing you can do is just ask the grandparents to respect that schedule. If the mother shows up and tries to drop the child off and unexpectedly or outside of the schedule, they can say no. I know that's probably something that's hard for the grandparents to do because they want to just show
Hmm.
lots of love to their grandbaby. And oftentimes grandparents will say, what does what I'm doing have to do with you all? so to speak, meaning, we have just as much rights as the parents do as relates to being able to spend time with their grandchildren. So they may not, we would like for them to respect the schedule, but they still may not respect that. Another thing that could potentially remedy this situation is just to get a sitter and see if both sides
Mm,
can share the cost. So if you have a scenario where something pops up and both sides is busy, you can try to get a babysitter to help out with this.
okay. Okay. All good points. So that's our show, our discussion and reading for today. I do want to thank everybody for listening. Um, and as always, our book reading and discussions occur weekly. And you can contact us at contact@babymamadrama.com. You can also get the book subscription, which is just a part of the book subscription, at www.babymamadrama.com. And again, you can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/BMDbook. Again, I want to thank you again for listening to our discussion. Thank you again, Al, for all the good points that you made. And we'll talk to you again soon. Everyone, have a good day.
Thanks.